Hi everyone. Sorry for the sudden stop of videos. I started feeling sick last Thursday. I am still in the process of recovering. I am crossing my fingers that it was just a sinus infection, but at this point, who knows? But anyway, so I guess I'll talk about that in another video. This one I wanted to go ahead and get done. These are my completed pages from March. As you can see, these were it. I was plugging along pretty good at the start of the month, and then everything happened. I had good intentions as usual, and as usual, my plans got laughed at. And this time, everybody's plans got laughed at, not just mine. So anyway, I did get some pages colored with the Happy Color app, but to be honest, I'm feeling particularly lazy, and I do not want to get up and go get that right now. So if you do want to see some of the progress I make with those, or any pages, that even the ones I don't complete on camera, be sure to check out my Instagram. It's down in the bottom of the description, along with some of my other links. Anyway, let me go ahead and get started. So first off, we kind of featured some colored pencils this month. We looked at the Lelix colored pencils 60 set, and I did 2 pages using those pencils. The first one was Flowers for Beginners by Jade Summer. This was just to test the pencils on a rougher paper, toothier paper, and this was the result. I'll do this so you can actually see it. As you can tell, they're very waxy pencils, so the light's pretty bright off of those. I was pleasantly surprised with how they did on this page. I think they performed better on this paper than the other book, so this turned out really nice. I do want to show something though. This is why it's important to have, even if you're using colored pencils, especially if you use hard pressure like I do, it's really important to have a blotter page still behind the page, even if you're just using colored pencils. I don't know if it was this paper, the pressure I was putting on the pencils, or the pencils themselves, but I wanted to show you guys, this was the page I had behind it. And if I tilt it, you can actually see that the image itself was imprinted through the, this is like a cardstocky type paper. The image itself was imprinted through when I was coloring with the colored pencils. So had I not done that, it probably would have done that on the page behind it. So again, a really good reason to use a blotter page, regardless of if you're using pencils or markers. So the other page that I did with the Lelix pencils was out of Joanna Basford's Magical Jungle. What in the world was that mess? Just went by something. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Who knows? Oh yeah, that was like watercolor gone wrong. That's why I ordered another Magical Jungle book. Anyway, I wanted to put these kind of side by side with the, still want to call them what they're not, the Crazy Art Timeless Creation pencils I'd used on this page, because the Lelix pencils are kind of a similar price point and type of pencil in my opinion. I wanted to do the opposite page in those with kind of similar colors, just as a side-by-side comparison. This did turn out to be a lovely page. I do like it. I don't think they did terrible in this book. There we go. Take some of the glare off. I don't think they did terrible in this book, but I didn't like them in this book as much as I did the Jade Summer one. I think if I was going to color with, I'll probably use a combination of the Lilacs pencils and the Timeless Creation pencils to give me more color options, but in the future I would probably be more likely to use the Lilacs pencils in the Jade Summer books. Next month I do plan on coloring a Jade Summer page with the Timeless Creations, which I don't have, as kind of a comparison on that paper as well. So that's the plan next month. Should be interesting if I can actually do it. Oh, there is something else I can show y'all. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, the Bibliophile Colorist had Marker Madness 2020 color along going on this month. And it's sad because we all know that I am primarily a marker person. It's kind of sad that I wasn't able to participate more in that. But, you know, such is life. I did do a page out of the Fairies Grayscale coloring book by Jade Summer. That glare is really getting on my nerves. There we go. That's much better. Alright. So here is this page. I don't know what happened to the page in front of this one. My guess is Sid stomped over this with wet paws, and thus Jade Summer paper does not do well with water, so I think that's what happened there. I do believe this is a one with duplicate copies, so hopefully I have, you know, I still have one of those to salvage. Alright, so this one was a mix of markers. I'm trying to think offhand. Man, it's just really, like, those times you want the glitter to show, and then those times you don't. There you go. So I used a combination of markers. I used Copics and Prismas and Artezas. I think I might have used some Cali Arts, and then I even used some budget-friendly like Sharpies and Bic markings. I did use some fine liners for this grass. The fine liners I was using were a little dried out, so I wasn't real happy with how those were going down on this paper, but oh well. Anyway, did that, and then used Jelly Roll gel pens for all of the kind of tattoo detail work on her body, and then the edging on the wings, which you can see is very glittery. It's pretty, except when it all like just shines at once and tries to blind you. So I like how she turned out. I really do. The color of her skin and like versus her hair, I was pretty happy with that one. Next up, the edges of that book want to curl too, and that just drives me nuts. Cat Doodles Cuteness Overload. This is another Marker 2020. Hopefully I tagged it in Instagram. I have to go back and look now. I did one of these. This was the last color and chat of the month. I also participated in a 6 marker challenge from Tammy's Adult Coloring something. Crap. Oh man. See, this is why you have to be prepared. I just saw it. Anyway, I'm going to put it in the description. So, thank you, Tammy, for suggesting that. I had a lot of fun with this. I basically picked 6 markers, kind of with my hand over my eyes, and we did this picture, which turned out super cute. I love the giant green kitty. I think I would just be so content in life to have a giant lime green kitty. I think that, well, cats of any color are okay by me, but that lime green kitty would be like super okay with me. So there is that one. And finally, I have not posted this one yet on Instagram. This will probably be the one I post today with the note about this video, if I note it. This was the very last page I got done this month. Just got it done last night. Floral Design Color by Number coloring book by Jessica Mazurkiewicz. You all know this is, you know, if you've been around for a while, this is one of my favorite books. I have been slowly completing this one. basically now front to back. So we've been going through here, and this is the page for this month. So y'all are like, what are you doing? Don't do that. It's fine. This book has been folded and unfolded so many times. This one was a bit of a struggle for me, and I don't know why. Probably just because coloring has been really difficult for me these last few weeks, which is a shame because it's supposed to be kind of an outlet for my anxiety and stuff, but when it reaches a certain point, like, I can't function in any way, shape, or form. So I've been just doing this one a little bit at a time, just slowly plugging away at it. And so this one was Bic marking. Yeah, it was Bic marking and Copics, I think, were the combination. I was just mostly trying to find relevant colors because there were quite a few colors in this one. So it did turn out really pretty, though. I like it a lot. I'm a big fan of pansies. The next one up will be this one. And that one will probably be a just little bit at a time. I'm trying to look. Yeah, a lot of these pictures, like, they're okay, and I want to complete them, but really until we get to these, like the daylilies, do I really feel like, oh yeah, you know, that's going to be a good one. So if I get too down and out with completing these others, we might just skip to the daylily one and then go back. I don't know. We'll see. So there's that one. Now, the other thing I was going to show you, a few weeks ago on a Flip Through Friday at some point, I say a few weeks ago, it could have been a few months ago, I showed you guys the Cats Dot to Dot from Creative Haven. I hadn't gotten any of these books yet, and this one was on sale, so I did pick it up. I didn't think I would enjoy dot to dot books, to be honest. Just didn't think it was my style. But I went ahead and just started actually drawing them in and working them. I hadn't colored them yet, but I've got a couple done. I got this one, and I got this one. I actually really enjoyed doing these. When I was super anxious, doing one of these was a lot easier than trying to color. Not sure why, but that just seemed to be how my brain worked. So unless I really get like motivated to color one of these immediately, I'll probably like go through it first and complete them and then go back through and color them. I don't know. But I do really enjoy these types of books. These are normally $7.99 on Creative Haven Dover site. So I kind of want to wait and see if the other ones go on sale before I snatch them up. Because there's a couple I do like on there. And, but yeah, really kind of enjoying this one. This was a surprise one for me this month. Next month, who knows, guys. I do know I'm going to do probably another Flowers for Beginners when I do the Crazy Art Timeless Creation. Yeah, I actually said them right that time. Look at me. I'm trying to look and think about which one I would like to do offhand. I don't know, maybe that one. I want one that's kind of a similar look. That one looks pretty. We might do that one. I like that one. It's not exactly similar to the other one, but I really like it. So I'll probably do that picture at some point. Whether these are color and chats or off camera, I don't know yet. I do plan to start a page in here, and I did have somebody request or suggest, either way, the sloth picture, which I did note that I particularly really liked, and that's this one. So I've been kind of looking at it here and there, just trying to get some ideas in my head of how I want to do it. I don't know, I like the idea of a nighttime scene in the background, but I also like the idea of like an evening scene, I don't know, or just regular blue sky. I don't know yet. But this will probably be the first picture I do in here. So, past that point, guys, I don't really know. Because just the way things have been going lately, things are, I'm just, right now I'm still recovering. Like, it is a struggle for me to even just get through a normal day like today. This is probably the first most normal day I've had in weeks and weeks, and I am exhausted, so we'll just have to see. I do want to try to do a flip through Friday. I have some ideas on what I want to do. I'd like to do a digital flip through Friday, which I don't do very often, but I've been seeing a lot of really neat free pages that a lot of artists are being super nice in making available for free with everything going on, to try to help people with stress relief, and for people that, you know, are financially affected but still would like to have pages to color and stuff. Plus some optional ways to get some of the pages that books you may not be able to get through Amazon, just because they're prioritizing like essential items right now. So that's kind of what I'm kicking around for Friday, if I can get a video on Friday. Saturday video, I don't know yet. We're just gonna have to kind of go day by day right now, because I just, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, hope everybody is doing well. Sorry again, this was like a really short, kind of wacky video for me, but just not feeling all that great, but I did want to get this done. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.